Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's get this audio going. I figured that would be a good way to start everything. Okay, let's close that. At least get that out of the way. And audio is... it might be a little too early for them, actually. But I'm going to be doing another live stream later on this afternoon. There we go. How's the audio on everyone's end there? Is it loud enough? So yeah, this is Supreme Ruler of the Great War pre-release stream. So the game comes out next Wednesday on Steam. Lucky enough to get a pre-copy from the gentleman over at Battlegoot Studios. I've been playing it for the last couple days, and I have to admit, I like it quite a bit, actually. Yeah. So, welcome to everyone. A little bit of housekeeping first to kind of mention a few things. Number one, the copy we're playing is a little old. It is not true to the what you're going to see on next Wednesday. It's still a work in progress copy I have. The copy I have, from what I understand from my communications with the guys at Battlegoat, there is the campaigns are not complete, but I'm going to show you guys a few things before I get into it. So first things, obviously, is the main screen. Same as old, all the other stuff. From what I can pretty much tell, this is basically based off of or built off of Supreme Ruler Ultimate. All the settings are the same. There's no matchmaker and all that stuff, so we're gonna hopefully get into some of that later on when other people are on when a game comes out on Wednesday. For single player, there was a previously unannounced I think it's a 1917 campaign, or that might actually be in this one right here, for the sandbox. Overall campaign: 1914, Germany, Britain, Austria, the Russians, the French, and you play Austria-Hungary, all starting in 1914, right at the beginning of the war. One of the things you do want to know, you are probably going to want to know, the war pretty much starts off, you can't avoid it. No matter how I've tried and how I have played, I have not been able to avoid that war whatsoever. It is, yeah, you can't do it unless maybe you played as Austria-Hungary. Maybe you've played as the Austro-Hungarian Empire, you might be able to at that point avoid it. But what we're going to do is we're going to play as Germany. A couple things I've done to get Germany all set up. Number one, the economy, I've set it on easy for now, mainly because I just want to ignore it to show you guys all the fighting and the war stuff. And same with diplomacy as well. Usually we'd play on hard for Supreme Ruler Ultimate for everything. But in this case, we're actually going to play on normal for the warfare, and then very easy for the economy and the diplomacy. The reason why I'm selecting very easy is after, it was like 2.5 days. Oh, give me 1 second here. Boom, there we go. After 2.5 days of playing, I forget about the economy and the diplomacy part of the games every time. I'm sitting there, I'm micromanaging my military forces, moving them around, and doing my airstrikes, all my movements with my troops, and I keep forgetting about the economy and the diplomacy, which has caused me many problems. So we're gonna go right into the game, playing as Germany. For some reason, my audio isn't working. Give me one quick second here. You guys are going to see something rare. You're going to see my desktop. Boom. Now you're going to hear something. Very amazing music. When I turn it on. How's that? So far, this is my favorite part of the game. I know it's gonna sound weird, but it's all, I'm on it, just being honest. The music is amazing. Like, the music is just... It's impressive. It's very, very impressive, actually. I'm gonna turn it down, though, because I can't hear myself. Very epic. Reminds you of that era. The kind of the... I ran out of coffee. Well, that's not... No. You're not allowed to watch the videos or the live streams unless you have a coffee. Unless you're under the age of coffee consumption, which I think is 6. I really like the music, though. It's really good. A couple times I've caught myself just sitting here. That's the only problem, is it cuts out. That's something they no longer loop the main menu music. I've caught myself logging in and out of the game multiple times just to listen to the music. But let's get going here. We're gonna load up British Germany right away. Like, it has that, like, milk. I put milk in coffee. So, I'm actually going to turn that down a little bit. How does that... How loud is that music on that end? Well, you guys can't really hear that music anyway, so I'm going to turn that down. Just mute it. Yeah, I love the music in this game. The music, I feel, gives the game a very good... actually, it's better, in my eyes, than the music in Supreme Ruler Ultimate, 36, World War II, all of it. I have to say, definitely just the music alone is amazing in this game. Another thing I want to mention, we're going to bring up the, it's noon and I'm drinking coffee. My mom's going to be, as in midnight, 12, or noon as in like lunchtime. So here is our loyalty. Let's see, Poland's got a little bit of this. We've got a little bit of, well, actually that's the Sudetenland. Poland's got obviously the little Danzig corridor there. You got the Czech and Slovak republics, technically. Italy's got parts there that it wants. So they've definitely upped the map, updated the map quite a while. I mean, you won't have countries like Israel and things like that in the game there, but oh yeah, drinking coffee at noon's fine. Coffee at lunch is the best type of coffee. Unless you have Bailey's, in which case that's the best type of coffee. So that's our loyalty. Here's our overall ownership. So, the plan for this live stream, we're going to go probably for, we're going to try for about 3 or 4 hours. As the Germans, we want to build up our forces. And I think we want to do, I'm going to alt-tab out here real quick. I think it's called the Schönfield plan. Schuttenfeld Shetliffen. The Steve plan. The Steve plan. Basically, the plan is to go through Belgium. Is what the plan is. I'm trying to look for a map of what the plan actually had planned. Fortifications, the actual war itself. Oh, here we go. So this is technically what we want to do. So you can see here, here's Belgium, all up here. Paris is right here. There's the actual, well, one of the lines of embarkation. The actual border between us is right in here. The plan basically is to let the French and the British attack in to the basically the southern parts of the country. We send the majority of our military through Belgium and Luxembourg and leave basically a shadow force, militia force basically, defensive force along the French border, and basically bring to bear all our power and all our might down into Paris. Kill Hydra. Close. Close. But yeah, so that's the plan. So the plan is, using this map, we're basically going to base the majority of our forces up here. It's named after a guy. And he just made a plan where all the forces go through Belgium and invade through Paris. That's what we're going to do. We're also going to set up a few other things as well. We'll get some chemical warfare shells. It is still German. Yeah, it's German. Yeah, it's land warships. Is this for tanks? It is for tanks. Perfect. We're going to do land warships and chemical shells. We're also going to do nothing there. Synthetic fuels, because we're going to need oil. Yeah, it's named after the gentleman that invented the plan there. We're also going to change, make sure that you don't do anything. This minister, yeah, I don't want you to do anything there, and I don't want you to do anything with our ground forces. I also don't want you to do anything there either. Make sure that's all locked out. Perfect. I'm actually going to not lock, like I normally do, my resources for this stuff. For the economy, I'm actually just going to tell basically the minister here. I want you to stockpile military goods, increase domestic prices, conserve petroleum, overall conservation. Basically, we'll hopefully conserve stuff to be able to put it towards our war effort. That is the plan. The next part, economics. I'm actually going to tell the guy not to do anything. We have no debt, which is good. Germany prior to World War I was very, very good economically. We're not going to worry about unemployment because we're actually going to be drafting a lot of people. We're going to decrease social spending. Not too worried about our domestic approval rating. Education's going to be a big deal because we want that research to go through fast. I want to increase revenue, and I also want to increase the treasury. Not too worried about inflation. Definitely want infrastructure as a priority. We need that supply with those rails. We're not too worried about social spending. Everything else is locked out. Okay, for you here, for politics, for diplomacy, we're going to go with military alliances. We want military units. Basically, anyone we can buy from someone will be good. Influence will be a big deal. Yeah. Trade relations will be good because then we can buy a lot of stuff. Overall, we don't have any nuclear weapons or anything like that. They're gonna Sorry, this individual just messaged me. I'm a little slow when it comes to doing things. So anyways, that's done. You are men in the military. Arms race. If I'm not mistaken, this is telling you. I'm not too worried about that because we're going to be losing a lot of units. The church will hold our supplies. That's why so many of them were destroyed. We want to increase readiness, improve efficiency, improve readiness. Oh, wait. Oops. Increase readiness. Massively increase our reserve personnel. Increase unit readiness. Active units. Growth. Oh, no, we want to maximize our garrisons. Offensive. That maximize garrisons was in one of these things. Interesting. Guess not anymore. Okay. That's the first part. Second part of what we're doing is we're now going to build trenches. That's right. We're building trenches. It is the World War, after all. And the plan is to have pretty much multiple lines of trenches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna go with groups of 4 infantry first. We're going to order our entire military to deploy, by the way, as well. We're going to tell our infantry. So we can, if I'm not mistaken, our production is equal to the Allies right now, and the Entente. The Entente right now is Germany. Sorry, wrong one there. England, France, and Russia. Later on, it'll then include. Well, actually, technically, it's the UK. All the members of the Commonwealth, France and Russia, while the Central Powers, it's basically just Austria, well, Austro-Hungary, I always say Hungary, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the German Empire, because they named themselves the Central Powers because they were central to Europe and they had their version of the bad guys on either side. Be sure to use mustard gas with the trenches to flush out enemy troops. Well, the plan is, where is Little? There's Yeep there. Canadian troops were actually one of the first Entente troops actually to ever be gassed. There's pictures of them all kind of walking out with their hands on each other's shoulder. It's very, very epic. And I am going to have to... this is my history lesson for the day. There you go. I gotta figure out how to... There we go. I think that should do it. Shouldn't get any more stuff through... Anyways. Let's mute that. So we're gonna unpause real quick, let our forces deploy a little bit. As you can see, infantry retardedly slow, so we're going to go to fast a little bit. I'm also going to order massive amounts of forces. We're going to mostly use cavalry for Belgium and Luxembourg at the beginning, but I am going to order as many units as I can to the border for now. We have to worry about the Russians. because we won't go to war with the Russians, obviously. But my war with the Russians, I plan on being more of a defensive war. I don't really plan on being too overly aggressive with the Russians. Only because I'm gonna assume, which, you know, is always a bad thing, that make sure everyone's moving. Yep, everybody's moving. And apparently that doesn't actually mute people. The plan is to hopefully, fingers crossed, be able to deploy the majority of our forces. Bring you guys down. Hold on one second. Sorry about this, guys. How do I... I assume you guys can hear that. So I'm actually going to close. I go to busy. The moment when you really want to close something and you can't figure it out. I also can't find myself on this damn list. Okay, well, I'm just gonna hit close for now. Yeah, it's Discord. I think I finally got it away. We'll see. But I think most of our forces are now ready to go for construction. Now, as I was gonna say, construction. So right now for units, we're pretty much on par with the Entente when it comes to the French, at least in the English. This is where obviously the Entente has its strength. We can produce as much units, infantry units or land units, as France and England, but they have Russia and then all the Commonwealth. So if we want to win the war, we have to get in there as fast as we can and also increase our own unit production. So that's going to be a major thing. So what we're going to do, out of the 6 that we can produce right now, we're going to produce 4 regular infantry and 2 engine. No, sorry, that was actually my bad. We're going to do 5 infantry and 1 engineer. For aircraft, right now there's not much we can do except for things like the Albatross. So we're going to produce 2 Albatross for now. It's going to take us 24 days, almost basically 1 month. We're going to have 2 Albatrosses. That's it. For warships, this is where the British have massive priority over us. We're not going to be able to do much when it comes to warships. If we're smart, which I'm not, main problem here is going to be that the British are going to be able to just walk over us when it comes to our Navy. So I am going to deploy our Navy though, but they're going to kind of sit at home and not do much. So we're going to let our units deploy here. So mass deployment of troops. Our Navy is deploying as well. And now that we've deployed... Oh no, I'm going to say no to that. We're going to disagree on that for now. World tensions have gone up. And I already built 6. Yeah, I did. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that is that. Next thing we want to look at, we build some armored cars, which will be good to go. 4 and 2. So they're all pretty much the exact same. So we're going to go with one of you, actually. Once we have an armored car that we can build, we're going to use that pretty much to phase out all our cavalry, is what the plan's going to be for that. That's going to, just so you guys know, be a common noise for the next little bit, at least. So we're going to slowly deploy our navy out here. Basically, we're deploying before the Allies do. So the hope is that we can get our navy in position to strike first. We probably won't. But what can you do? All you guys can come down here, please. Our trenches have been completed. So we're now going to start deploying troops to these as well. Our cavalry are going to go to the north. Now we'll base them in Colon. A lot of cavalry are all going north anyways. One of the fun things about games like this is you get to sit back, move things around a lot. Position our artillery. If I'm not mistaken, it should be able to hit. Yeah, it because I paused, and just before I paused is when all those messages popped up, so that's no big deal. Let's bring more artillery to bear down here. Artillery should be good to go. We have a lot of towed artillery, but we have no trucks. So I think I'm going to leave all our artillery in that location. We should deploy those units. This is 3 groups of artillery. They're all going to go actually to here for now. More artillery to the south. Artillery is going to be a major player. As it was in the real Second World War, so one thing I like about this is it is slow, which is very good, as the real war was. Cavalry will keep pushing back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So plan is to have at least 4 infantry for every 3 artillery. Did I say Second War? Oh, whoops. First World War. First World War. You know what? The fact that I think this is when we, like, how many other World War I games are there, right? It's one of the good things about this is there are no other games out there like it. Let's keep moving these guys. World War I. This is World War I. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Move you there. Mix other dates. Yeah, they were pretty close, to be honest with you, when you think about it. I'm pretty sure we have enough artillery down here in the south now. The range for these things are 18 kilometers. Oh, it's actually not that far. $24K. Okay, so it looks like some of our guns are definitely. That's 30K. You guys are all good. 18 and 30. Okay, so our 13. Okay. To end all wars. Yeah, pretty much. You're 18K, so you're going to go in. Ooh, I actually did not realize this. So some of our artillery is actually not good. We want artillery, as you can see. I want a point, but you can see where the little mans are. Mans are the second row where it says 30 kilometers. That's our range. Each hex is 16. So we actually want a lot of these. I'm actually going to drop another infantry. We're going to start creating better artillery. As we get the better artillery, we will be able to... Sorry. We will be... Pause. With the better artillery, we'll be able to lob shells over our own troops and kind of create almost the actual... kind of the little dead man's land in between. No man's land, sorry. What is your range? You're 18, you're 18, so both of you guys are moving up to the front. We have some cavalry here, which I don't want. There. 18, 18, 18, and 18, right? Yep. These 75mm guns, not the best, actually. But I can use them with our front lines at least. Almost like a... I don't want to say anti-tanks. Tanks don't exist yet, technically. Let's do 3 to there. Do a cavalry unit. Actually, we had more than one cavalry unit. That is never a good sign. Okay, so remember I said you can't avoid the war? It's a good thing we deployed what we did. The Netherlands have declared themselves neutral in the European conflict. Basically, they're saying is they have nothing to do with anything. And the Austro-Hungarian Empire has declared war on Serbia. We're going to support that. So they have declared war on Serbia, which is right here. Now, what's going to happen is momentarily Russia, being the great Slavic defender. Most was Franco-Prussian. Yeah. We only have a little bit of direct. We have the indirect, the more powerful indirect weapons. The howitzer was actually invented, that pretty much every military uses now, by the Germans during World War I. And so Germans during World War I actually had the artillery advantage through the majority of the war, from what I remember reading. But yeah, so the Russians, being the great Slavic protector, are now going to declare war on the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The reason why is because Austro-Hungarian Empire declared war on the Serbs, and then we, as their ally, have to go east. We do have some aircraft, but it's just little things here, so it's nothing too powerful. So once again, our plan here with the German military that we're going to do, we're basically just going to be just defensive. in the war here in the east. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. The war in the west, however, is going to be a completely different deal. We want to get in there. We want to get in there fast. Our hopes are that the Allies haven't, keyword there, haven't, yet made the decisions as to what they're going to do with Belgium. If the Allies, or the Entente, sorry, haven't made any arrangements with Belgium or the Netherlands or Luxembourg yet, we should be able to just storm over them without much to worry about at this point. Let's get our reserves up here. You're all moving around still. You're moving. You're probably the not great artillery that I want, right? Yeah, you are. So you two are going to go there. You're going to go there. You, 20k, you're good. It's like I could have run the war better, way better. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm going with their plan. I'm just deploying forces a little sooner. But yeah, pretty much. But hindsight, right? You're 20, 24, 20, 18, and 18. They both have ranges of you have range of 18, so you're going there. This guy here is going to be cut off a little bit. That's no big deal. Moving more units this way. So yeah, big plan here. So the war has started over there. We still do not need to deploy at this point, because we haven't been asked to join. From what I understand, you do get the revolution. Now, mind you, since this is since this is a work in progress, we might come across a bit of an issue here or there, so we will have to see. But it should be good to go. We're all moving, perfect. We have two more. Let's move these guys over here. So far, so good. We're not being asked to join the war yet. Our forces are still deploying west. It sounds like they've already pushed into Belgrade. Yep, they're about to take it. Now this should kick off the war technically, but we will see. Since this is a work in progress, theoretically, some other things can happen. Oh, here we go. So via the League of Nations, Italy has declared themselves neutral, and Denmark has declared itself neutral. Not to worry about that. We have money. We currently have 4 unused army slots. What? Thought I was deploying. I thought I was building 6. Yeah, we're good. 2. There's probably a little bit of a glitch there. So we're short on consumer goods. We're short on industrial goods. But we're good for military goods. That's all I care about. As long as we're building up our military goods. And there it is. Can you make the U.S. join the CP? No, it's historical. There we go. Montenegro is the... Oh, Montenegro. Okay, we're good there. So Ottomans and the Austro-Hungary, or Austro-Hungary, the Austro-Hungarians, or the AH Empire. That's what I'm calling them. We're going to support that. So Montenegro, which is right, I think here, yeah, has now declared on H. We should now get a call probably from Russia soon, with Russia declaring on them. Just game out. No end date whatsoever. It just keeps going. It's a never-ending game. I have never actually run into an end game actually. Now you can put in your own end date if you want, like say complete conquest or what have you. Let's move some more infantry down here. That's good. Some pioneers. One more there. And there we go. The League of Nations actually did exist before World War I. Yeah. League of Nations was actually designed and built to, it was built like just a little bit before World War I. They thought because of it, it would, defeat the purpose of the war altogether. Okay, I'm not too worried about the Slavs. Montenegro declared their war in Germany. Yeah, whatever. Austria-Hungary and Germany have threatened war against Italy if they remain neutral. Oh, okay. So basically, we just issued a threat to them. Oh, well, we're at war. That's no big deal. So I can't declare war because you declared on me. Sorry. I forgot what I was going to say. Should I even use artillery here? I mean, there we go. Alright. So, Tsar Nicholas II has declared war on Austro-Hungarian Empire. We had to condemn that, which means we're going to war very soon. Pretty much the moment the Austrians ask us, we have to declare war on Russia. Russia is allied because it's one of the three major members of the Entente, and World War I will have started. We are still in the process of deploying some troops west. I'm hoping that I've deployed them well enough. There's a huge navy here of the British, which might be a bit of a problem. Said everyone always. So any minute now we're going to get the mutual defense. Yep, there it is. Mutual defense invoked. We now have to declare war on the Russians. So, with that in mind, once again, we're going to stay defensive. The whole thing here is defensive with these guys. We're going to make the East not the biggest priority. We're definitely going to make it something. The moment the Entente declares war on us, aka France and England, I'm declaring on both Luxembourg and Belgium, and we're just going to push through them, I hope. That's probably that right there. Nope, that's our declaration of war on... So now we're just waiting at this point. If the West declares war on us, we are going. You can release a nation. It's exactly the same way you can release a nation in Supreme Ruler Ultimate. What you do is you go into the map loyalty tab, like down here, and you would click and say, well, I can only release territories because I don't actually control another nation right now, but you click on the country, right click, when you're in the land tab, you right click and you'll see a little option down here that says loyalty down the bottom left. You double click on that and you get up their information. So you'll see here you get all their information, whether you're at war with them, their economic status, or whatever. This is an actual key thing because you need to have a diplomatic interaction with them at least once. You don't need to do anything, you just need to bring up this screen once. You can close it and then go immediately to the diplomacy tab or the state tab and then click on the, I'm trying to remember which one it is here. Wow, it's been a little while. Oh, they may have actually taken that out altogether. Oh, there we go. Severe Actions tab. And right here, I can release the land loyal to this region. And that releases the territory and the country altogether. Now, that's if you control a little bit, whatever. I don't have anything, so that's no big deal. Then down here, you can actually pick your thing. Support wars of the region, no opinion, or condemn them. I'm going to turn that off, and go to line of sight. So once again, our forces are heading west. Do I have any air bases around here? I don't think so yet, because we only have 2 aircraft. Yeah, we have 1 there and we have 1 there. I'm going to build 1 there. Build another 1 there. And bring both our aircraft west. I don't think they have the fuel to do it though. Wow, those guys are slow. Holy smokes, those guys are slow. So once again, no declaration of war yet. Okay, this is kind of funny. So right now we're at war with the Russians. And that's it. Good to know. Forces heading west. We should know something about midnight. If ooh, the Ottoman Empire has offered us an alliance. It's well. Be like jets? No, it's just I expected them to be just a little faster. I didn't think they'd be super slow. Then again, yeah, figured to be a little quicker, but eh. You know what? We're gonna accept the formal alliance offer from the Ottoman Empire. We're also gonna make our first move because the Russians aren't actually moving towards us right now. I know I said I'm going to stay defensive, but what's the fun in that? The U.S. is offering us. Go there. What's an escort warship? Don't want that. I'm gonna agree to that because I think it's okay. There you go. Proof that the Americans supported the Germans during the Second World War. There was an actual military plan in place for the Germans if they advanced that far, but I don't know if I'll be able to be honest with you. We will have to see. It also depends too to see how intense the war gets. So if the Americans even get involved. case of the send you guys actually down there instead. There are fast moving offensive forces. Wow, we've taken another town. I'm actually a little shocked that we're able to move as quickly as we have. It's getting quiet. Still, the Allies have not gotten involved yet. Or the Entente. Sorry, the remainder of the Entente. Now remember, this is not the campaign. The campaign does have some scripting bugs in it. So we're not doing the campaign, which would kick off everything exactly as is. So since this is the sandbox, things are going to be a little ahistorical, I'm hoping. Some better artillery. We're going to deploy it there. I'm a little shocked, actually, at the lack of the... Let's do some more land production. Two more land production there. What is the range of you? Can you even see into another nation? I think these guys have to fly over. Yeah, I think their line of sight's like 7 kilometers. They can only see the hex they're on, so they'll be good later on. Oh, there are no rules, I guess, for overflying other people's countries. Good to know. True, why would there be? Because at this current moment, aircraft are not the biggest deal. We have 2 more aircraft on. Perfect. They're both heading west. You're going to air patrol to there. You are going to air patrol to there. Get a little bit of line of sight going on inside inside Belgium here, and Luxembourg to a point. They're going to see aircraft flying over them, but there's nothing they can do about it. How long is it going to take for these things to be built? 45 days. Okay, perfect. So one of the things I do like about it is they have modified the dates of some stuff being built, if I'm not mistaken. So at least that's going to help with certain things being utilized in the game. And I cannot believe that the Brits have not come at us yet. I'm scared though. I want to start moving troops east a little bit. But I'm worried. Oh. We're getting a little overextended on this side of the war. Just setting up battle groups here. group. We're gonna set up these guys as one. What I'm doing here is I'm control clicking and picking up everybody, saying you're all a battle group. I'm control clicking these guys, telling them they're all a battle group. And all these guys are a battle group as well. Wait a minute. Can I? Oh, no, that's a river. All of you guys are a battle group as well. You know what? I don't know, to be honest with you. It says they're at war right now. Oh, that's me. I'm over here. Most likely not, since it wasn't a major factor of World War I. Just gonna turn the sound down a little bit. Most of the battle sounds, actually. Let's turn those down a little further. There we go. Let's go. Well, have a good day. Hope you enjoyed. Let's move our artillery up here with these guys. No big deal there, just some fly issues. What battle group is this? Battle group 6. Come on, guys. How long have we been going for? We've been going for 2 hours. 1 more hour. Let our artillery keep landing. Which one of these artillery is landing? Oh, it's this one. Yep, it's this one, okay. These guys are going to move up. Let's keep slowly moving in. Okay, so as of now, everybody should now be moving together as a group as well. Still nothing. Okay, I'm actually going to declare war on Luxembourg. I'm going to also order everybody in. No, just the 9th battle group. Oh, well, well, that was fast. Okay. 9th battle group, go up against the border, please. Okay, so Luxembourg is capitulated. gonna go up to fast now. You're part of the 8th. Let's move all those guys up. It looks like a mod. Yeah. You know what? It plays a lot like Ultimate. Feels a lot like Ultimate, but Ultimate I feel is more the strength for Ultimate I found is very endgame. Like all the stuff at the very, very back of Ultimate, the back end stuff. Like your 1 second here. Air Patrol. You're going all the way to Antwerp. And you are going all the way down here. I found that this is more of a like it's just all about the war basically is what it is. It's nice and slow. I feel like the Ultimate was more grandiose and you can do everything and anything you wanted and all this stuff. Well, this one it's very okay. So here's the Ultimate engine. Here's how Ultimate works. We're going to limit you to just this era, basically. I like the fact that I can limit myself to this if I want to. Don't have to, but I can. Still, nothing on the Western Front yet. That said Millhouse was online. And the Russians still haven't... Still haven't done anything. Austro-Hungarians have pushed up into Krakow. We're going to push down to Lutz. At the same time, we're going to push down to Warsaw with these guys. Warsaw with these guys. And our advance east is doing pretty good so far. I'm a little shocked that the Russians don't seem to be really fighting us off all that much over here. I guess I can do something like that. Have these guys come in. These guys are in place. I'm gonna move them a little more south, see if there's anyone here. Obviously some militia or something. Whoa. There was some cavalry there. Create some reserve battalions for our push west when that happens. Did I not? No, I did. Must have just kind of clicked over. How's our research doing? So, land warships is on its way. So they have bombers from the looks of it, I think. I'm tempted to start my attack now. The 7th push up. Lost World War I. Well, there's no actual... probably. Thing is, though, is if you're playing as Germany and you lose World War One, you're dead, right?
We need reinforcements.
Whoa! What did they do here? They have pushed in. What I was gonna say was you're pretty much rewriting history. But whenever you play these games, when you play as Germany and France, you still capture the territory. It's up to you as to what you want to do when you capture it. So, for example, historically or ahistorically, or no, properly historical, France and England and the U.S., Canada, and all its allies, all the Entente, defeated Germany and basically let them have it. Took a little bit of territory here and there, and just did a couple little tweaks, and then let Germany do its thing and made it pay reparations and all that stuff. While here is England, say for example, we go to war, they can just keep what they took if they want to. They could release it if they want to, or not. Most likely not. Most likely just take it and keep it. Another airfield's done. And since fascism isn't actually in the game, I mean, you can become a dictatorship, for sure. Basically, you lose an election and tell everyone you're staying in power, which is almost exactly like what they had. But because I mean, technically, he was elected into power, ish. I paused. No, I'm not paused. Wow, that's just how slow this goes. Forgetting about your colleagues. No, I'm not worried about. I'm just not worried about them. Like for example, right here, I got units. They're sitting there. They're just doing their own little thing. Oh, more market advisors. Oh, Germanic Togoland. Really not too worried about my my colonies all that much. The ones in Far East and all that stuff. I've just got them kind of sitting around. Everyone's in a defensive spot in the colonies. Because right now we're not at war with the Entente, so I'm not worried too much about the colonies because we're not fighting a colonial power. When and if we go to war with the UK and France, then I'm really going to have to kind of contemplate what I'm going to do with those nations. Right now, not so much. We're going to have. Get you guys to go here because that guy's pushing in way too soon, or way too easy actually.
We need reinforcements.
Yep. What I can do to really cause some issues here. That'd be the dog in the background, by the way. I do apologize about that. My girlfriend's 2 hours early coming home from work. Or I just got the time she worked wrong. Let's see what's over here. It's one cavalry unit. Wait a minute, do those aircraft just actually attack? But they're scout aircraft. Oh. Okay, mental note there. They do. Okay, perfect. You guys are actually going to do air patrol over this location? You guys are going to just obliterate this guy. Oh, no, there's an infantry unit in there too. Communist is, yep. Because fascism is basically just a form of dictatorship, so. There we go. Try and trace him down with our aircraft. Let's break that up. Supply is not the best here. That's why these guys got obliterated, so... Thank you. The British, because we're not technically at war with them yet, are offering us rubber. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to send this guy to here. And still, no, whoops, stick ground forces only. You go there. You're just already offering me rubber. I'm sorry, I'm a little shocked here that the British are offering us stuff when it's just a matter of time before we go to war with them. Now, mind you, because we're doing things a little ahistorical, we might not actually have World War I as we know World War I. So we'll have to see. I have 7. I'll have aircraft in reserve. Perfect. They're all patrol aircraft. Good to know. Good to know. Those 4 are out. Let's start to obliterate this little salient, shall we? Germany invaded Belgium. To a point, actually, what happened was Germany actually went through Belgium to actually get at France, because England and France were actually members of the Entente with Russia, and Russia declared war on the Austro-Hungarian Empire. When they declared war on Serbia because a Serbian nationalist killed Archduke Ferdinand. Oh no, they were going in the war no matter what. Basically, the way it went was Archduke Ferdinand was assassinated by a Serbian nationalist. The Serbian nationalist was a independent supporter of the Serbian state. So the Austrians, who were already kind of, or the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which was already kind of teetering at its brink. The king or the emperor had only one heir technically, and that was Archduke Ferdinand, because he had no children. With that assassination, he officially would become the last emperor of the empire, and at that point it was like, okay, well, who's going to run the country type thing. Because of that, and because he wasn't 100% all there due to inbreeding, he attacked Serbia. Because of that, the Russians, part of the Entente, several years before, signed an agreement with his brother, or his cousin, the King of England, to sign the Entente. As the three, because then France agreed to it, to stop anything that the Austrians did in regards to, say, expansionary issues and things like that. Germany, who's actually the leader of the country, I think it's not Wilhelm, it's this guy that I can't think of his name. He's actually the cousin of both the King of England and the Tsar of Russia. If you actually look at the leaders, so here's him, there's Tsar Nicholas, and then there is King George V. If you look at them, like the two guys, the Tsar and the King of England, look exactly the spitting image of each other. It is insane. And then their other cousin is, Hindenburg or Heisenberg or whatever, or even Wilhelm. I can't remember what his name is. Anyways, so the alliance basically stated that Germany would protect Austria if it was attacked. Russia basically said to, the Slavs, basically announced that they were going to be the savior of the Slavic people. England and France basically told Russia that they would back any action, though they don't want to go to war. So, Archduke Ferdinand was assassinated by a Serbian nationalist. Austria declared war on the Serbs. The Serbs, or basically Tsar Nicholas in Russia, there declared war on the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which meant that Germany, by default, and they didn't even want to really go to war, but they knew that it was probably going to happen no matter what. They declared war on Russia, basically stating their declaration on Austria. Germany and France then had to, by default, declare war on Germany due to the fact that Germany declared war on Russia. Germany then initiated the Sheffield Plan, which was to basically avoid the French border and send all the troops to Luxembourg and Belgium. I don't know whether there was an official declaration of war on Luxembourg and Belgium. I just know that there was. Basically, it was just like, we're at war. And they basically pushed through Belgium, took 98% of Belgium, except for like this little area here, I think. I think it was Ypres and a couple other little villages. And basically pushed all the way down. So Belgium pretty much got boned. Netherlands declared neutrality before the war even started. And all the fun ensued. Yeah, they had to. One of the things we learned in elementary school, because we're Canadian, and in Canada we were actually a member of the Commonwealth at the time. As you scroll over, you'll see, if I zoom out, I'm not going to show it. We technically were a dominion, meaning that we were under the control of the British Empire and the British government at the time, and the King of England. And we actually had no choice. So when the British declared war, we automatically were at war with them. So one of the things we learned is all the reasons why we were forced to go into a war that we had nothing to do with. And yeah. It's one of these things where they call it one of the biggest family fights of all time, because the Emperor of Germany is the cousin of both the Tsar of Russia and the King of England. And I think the Austro-Hungarian Empire's king, or the emperor there, is related to them in some way. Like support Lenin and... Yeah, they did. They basically supported both Stalin and Lenin to create the revolution to basically get the Russians out. Which obviously turned around and, caused them problems down the road. Yeah, they planned to get rid of them and it didn't work. Both of you guys are going to go there. I need cavalry is what I need. Ooh, do I want motorcycle recon or no, let's just go with regular cavalry for now. We'll drop one thing of infantry. Well, things are getting a little quiet. I still plan on going west into Belgium anyways. The plan is after this live stream, because this live stream is more of a just to fiddle and fart around. In the next live stream, which we'll be doing later on this afternoon, that one's going to be where we're actually going to play as the Germans during the main campaign. I'm just going to hopefully send a message to the gentleman at Battlegoat just to make sure that the campaign is okay. We have now a couple air bases. We're going to bring some aircraft down here. Bring you that way. Let's try to move up the coast a little bit here. So, because we're actually playing the sandbox, theoretically, the war is not going to happen the way it did before. So, Perfect. More land production. Now at 8. So we're going to go with 7. And then 8. Our land production is going to be increased. Yeah, I know. I just did that. You're going to go on air patrol. Air patrol. The moment these guys get anti-aircraft technology, my air force is going to be boned. But we now pretty much know where the majority of, we'll say, non-us troops. But yeah, here we go. So Army Group 8 is going to push in immediately. We'll build up trenches along the border. The plan will be to kind of capture Lily. Whatever the name of that town is and how you pronounce it. Other than that, we're going to be pretty good to have a nice fortified front here. I don't like the fact that there's some cities and towns on the border, but there's not much I can do with that. Bring some more reserves up. Oh, we have some more units. Lots of construction going on. Lots of construction going on. Okay, so what we're going to do, at midnight, we're going to pause. I'm going to declare war on Belgium. And we're going to move in and watch what happens. Its plan will be to get rid of Belgium, build up a massive fortification, and any extra units we have, we're going to send them east. And try to kind of finish off any issues we have here with the Russians. So once we deal with the east, we can just turn around and put all our efforts on the west. Right now, oh, actually, we have a lot of these guys here. They can actually push up this way too. Kind of wish you could deploy trains, like units to train. Actually, like the rail lines. Can I actually research trucks? No, just pontoon bridging right now. Monoplane. I really want to get trucks. Like vehicles were not like cars were not a big deal in the beginning of the war, so I mean it's only October in the first year, so I'm really worried about these guys here. Keep moving up. They may have already put militia troops in these regions, in these areas. Let's get to worry a little bit. Move down towards Krakow. Or not Krakow. Whatever this region's called. We don't have much artillery at this location, so I'm a little nervous. Artillery is being built there. Oh, 5 o'clock. All this is going to basically join up here anyways and make a nice big push to Lutz. keep our push down towards Krakow. These guys are going to hold off to push towards Warsaw. These guys are just going to keep going up the continent, up the thing here. These guys are going to push a little further east. Where are those artillery? Oh, down here. Okay. So our artillery down here is engaging, which is good. You know what? I'm going to order these guys just to immediately head south. Because their cavalry is actually rather quick. Momentarily, we will declare war on Belgium at midnight. Oh, that's midnight right there. This is where we might. And there goes the Allies right there. Pause. Boom. So they did sign an alliance with them. When you first start the game, they're not an ally. So you have the ability to basically ally yourself with Belgium or not. Army Group 8 is going to move in. And 7 is going to try to counter and move around. The only reason why that happened is because they actually signed the alliance in the game. Because it happens in the game doesn't mean it happens in reality. Because when you actually start the game, when you actually start the game in the campaign and everything like that, you actually have the decision yourself whether to ally yourself with Belgium and actually offer them an alliance or not. But in this case, yeah, they definitely were the catalyst. But France has not gotten involved yet. Really? I lost that escort ship? Interesting. And was that the involvement of France now? Nope. Ottomans have now declared war on the Russians as well. Canada and Australia joined in. So we should start seeing British troops over here. Come on. The 8th Army Group is still moving in. Order that squadron of ships to go repair. You're now a battle group. You're a battle group. You're a battle group. Or a fleet in this case, I guess. And you're a fleet. The 9th battle group is going to move down towards the border. It looks like we actually might have a clear run to the border. Or to the coast. Because just like in reality, there was the run to the coast where basically both forces met and then just started basically just kind of folding themselves towards the coast. They nicknamed it the run to the coast. I'm actually going to order some of our cavalry to jump up ahead of everybody. Nope. It was upgraded in the 30s by the Germans. there as well. Plan is to get our cavalry up here and get them moving up. The Russian Baltic Fleet. You know what? I'm not worried about the Russian Baltic Fleet, actually. They haven't engaged me yet, which is kind of unnerving. I can probably wipe them out pretty quickly, actually. Question is, I mean, they haven't actually moved in on me yet, so that actually might not be a bad idea. France, still neutral. Cavalry is working its way up. So these guys come back. Wanted to see, yeah. Got 800 mosquito bites on my legs. There we go. What is being engaged over here? There we go. The 7th is moving in. And the 8th. That should. Now, I am worried, obviously, of the French. So we're going to start placing troops on the French border now, rather than later. Also going to start building trenches. No, I haven't researched them myself yet. I have them in, yeah, they're right there. I just haven't, there we go, Zeppelin, right there. Boom. I just haven't built any. Is that a captured unit? Oh, no. Yeah, it is. So we lost 11 during Samoa. We had islands on the Samoans? Really? I didn't even know I even had a German Samoa. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're going to start losing our colonies now. But you know what? I'm not worried about our colonies at this point. But Italy's joined the war on our side. Serbia. Oh, we're going to support that. I'm at war with them already. Oh, I'm not at war with. I'm not at war with Serbia. I thought I was. When did I join? When did the Allies join us? What did I don't even know when they did that or not. Interesting. Yeah, we declared war on Serbia. Not so worried about my colonies. Oh, there we go. We lost our first aircraft. The British are probably starting to send aircraft over. And we're going to bring back the 15th Fleet a little closer. Yeah, but they actually left it.
We took their capital.
Like, for me, for some reason, they weren't part of it. Oh. Wait, didn't I already... Oh, France declared on the Ottomans. There we go. Okay, that's what kicked that off. Okay. What's the joke? Italy has never finished a war that they've started on. Like on the same side they started on. The same side they started on.
We need reinforcements.
Good for you. It's just a base over there that all ground forces only. Oh, we're just gonna annex Belgium for now. Okay, so we're gonna quickly. We're still at war with France. What? Okay, so first things first. I'm going to immediately order all forces to the French border. Cancel your orders. Okay. Infantry to the border, please. Just in case. Good there. I want my long-range artillery on the coast. Move some of our cavalry to the coast real quick. Let's make sure the Allies don't land. What am I hearing? What's warships fight? Oh, right here. That's no big deal. They're not really pushing in much of our African holdings just yet. Start slowly deploying our artillery here. Get those trenches up and running. Engage another British escort cruiser. Below 12. No big deal there. Belgium's gone. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Let's move our cavalry just far enough away that I can kind of get things together a little bit. Make sure we have artillery on every location. Now we did capture the odd batch of infantry here and there, so that's not too shabby. As for our aircraft, I'm going to order them all to Brussels. Oh, no, screw that up, there we go.
We need reinforcements.
Posen. Oh, okay. That was my bad. I forgot about all this. So many wars being fought all over the place. They're gonna get destroyed in a second. Nope. They're cut off. So the Russians are starting to kind of push out a little bit. Let's see if we can gauge that fleet of theirs. Let's move the entire fleet back in for now. Gonna break this pocket. That armored car, it is. You're going out air patrol. Some of the aircraft are going to get engaged, which is good to know. In the meantime, we're going to move more troops out this way. Where are these? don't like that. The guys are getting engaged over here quite easily. Let's keep deploying troops. Two, three. Put some more artillery over there. I'll bring some warships down here to try to figure out what is going on there. Bring half this fleet. I'll stop these guys from getting shelled. And that's the dog. One of my favorite YouTubers that I watch, Generic B, he's a thing where he always says, that's the coffee maker going off. Ground units. For me, it's, there's the dog. You're howling in the background. I will agree to that. One escort ship. We're building some Koenigs, which are nice big ships. So the hope is that I can kind of counter all this artillery and stuff that the British are sending at me. We're not going to do a channel run, which is a nickname that was given for German troops that had to run through here. And we're going to declare war on France now. This way we can get engage whatever it is that was fighting us. Mostly just going to hold where we are for now. And once we capture these trenches, we're going to move forward. Boom. Hey, my love. Sorry? Okay. Okay. Bring up our reserves. Okay, so we're at war with France. Hope here is that we can at least fortify our section of the channel here. Wait, what was this? Oh. Okay. That's not something I was expecting. production is now 10, so 7, 8. Let's go 9, 10. So we're going to go for about 15 more minutes. More infantry. Move these guys up along with our artillery. These guys are going to keep moving. Bone rush Paris to capitulate the French. Don't know if they would capitulate that fast. And to be honest with you, my losses would be probably a little too high for that. And I can probably run in some cavalry here real quick, just to cause some issues with their lines. We're good. Right now, I don't have the numbers to really fight an all-out offensive war with these guys yet. Once we get our numbers more, our units deployed better, we'll have the offensive numbers we need. One of the things I want to do is I want to move these guys up though. So I want to build a trench here. Trenches are going to be the main, obviously the main deal, right? I want to get as many trenches going as we can. Around here is going to be the next stage as well. Call this the Lille offensive. There we go. Chemical warfare shells are officially ours. Yeah, we're on for France. I know. I might bum rush if. Wow, there's nothing down here. I might bum rush. I probably will do a bum rush in the last few minutes of the live stream, just to see if I can at least get to France or to Paris. I don't think, to be honest with you, I have the numbers to do it. To be 100% honest. I won't be... Yeah, you should be able to. When I can't see the units, I mean, I could cheat and see what units are available. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're still relocating. So here is something I can do though. I'll move these guys here, and these guys there. Create a bit of a salient. We need more troops over here.
We need reinforcements.
Oh, they're engaging over there, that's why. Oh, okay, yeah, that's rare. We're no worries there. I have myself Discord. No, I'm gonna be setting one up very soon though. Didn't turn out too good. Let's get these guys over here. The French are still really not pushing out too much, which is a good, very good thing for me. Let's bring more heavy guns to bear, shall we?
Reactor online.
Oh,
Sensors online.
thank you,
Online.
thanks thanks G-Man for subscribing to the channel.
We need reinforcements.
I'm gonna have a Discord set up soon, hopefully. Cavalry should have that covered pretty good. In the meantime, let's do a massive cavalry charge, shall we? Just gonna throw off some of the pressure. So right now the French aren't really doing much in regards to defense, actually. We're gonna call in all our cavalry to here. Then we're gonna do a push down towards Arras. Or Arras?
We need reinforcements.
Let's move those guys back a little bit. Move you. Oh, no, wait, no. You're going there. Let's spread around some of this infantry a little bit better. Whoa! What the hell is this? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to turn that off. I don't know what you did. You pissed off Nightbot. At least I know Nightbot's working. What did you... You typed charge with a bunch of exclamation points, and it actually said you were spamming symbols. I think I can... I don't know if I can... I can hit view, I think, and I can turn it all back on. What was said, at least. Wow, it actually removed everything you ever said on chat. Holy crap. I made a change to it just now. Should be fine. Holy crap. Alright, so our forces are going to be in position to hopefully, maybe, do a nice little cavalry charge into the heart of the Entente. Probably won't hit Paris, though. I can't see them getting all the way to Paris, but... Oh, come on! This artillery is working. This is actually almost exactly like it was in World War One, where it was two sides. They're both kind of just a little separated from one another, and every time one of them tried to push, the other one just got wiped out. We should have Luxembourg back under our control momentarily. Move this artillery back to Arlon. That should also rain down rounds on them. Speaking of which, battle zone control. So let's bring up our battle zones just to see. Wow. Okay, so they definitely modified the battle zone idea. Oh, yeah, because it's very similar. Lesson learned: beware of Nightbot. Yeah, pretty much. Let's go theater overlay instead. Theater control. Let's just say repair that way instead. And then let's say this. Whoops. Say this way. Repair there as well. There we go. Turn line of sight back on. I'm also going to recall all our aircraft. So they should all go back to their airbase. And they'll get us some good recon for our attack. I want to build up here, but let's get rid of that British submarine. Whoa! Actually, that's not so bad. Because now you two are going to push there. You're going to push there. Make a buffer zone around this little city here. You're going to go into Lily. So are you.
We took their capital.
What? We took their capital. Oh, Luxembourg. back up. You're going to be repositioned again. Aircraft are going to get redeployed now. Air Patrol. Mostly towards Paris. That's where our big last minute of the stream push is going to go. We're trying to run down the rail lines here. Come on. Yeah. Once we get these guys all kind of situated a little bit better. The best part is we still have more troops coming. More units being deployed as we speak. I thought I was building some armored cars. Oh no, I'm researching armored cars. That's what it was. Okay. 2 piers are done. So now we're going to have supply for these warships. We're also going to relocate some of our artillery. The French are actually... Yeah, I'll agree to that. Showing up in larger numbers than I expected. Actually, quite a few of them in the towns and villages, but that could be just sheer coincidence. I'm a little nervous as to around here. I'm waiting to do a move somewhere, and then I just get obliterated by them. Flood insurgency in Russia and France. I could do that. Lost 2 more warships. Let's go to fast speed real quick here. See if I can get this guy to poke around for anything. Because once he takes that territory, he's running backwards. So at least I know there's no one up until that location there. So they're mostly fighting us here for the moment, which is actually very, very good. So I actually ordered these guys to that location. Building a trench. Solidify my front just a little bit better. Alright, so here we go. We are going to look at these things. Australia is offering us a peace deal. I'll agree to that. Why not? Which means one less country I'm fighting. I'll take that, and I'll agree to all those. Now, what I'm about to do is something completely stupid, but this is to end the live stream. We're going to do a massive cavalry raid through the front lines. We're actually going to run them through Arras. Then we're going to try to run them through Amiens and run them straight down into Paris. They're not going to survive. This is not going to work. But why not? did I not get all of them? Some are recon, some are not recon. Okay, I get it. I get it. Let's get all these guys out of here. Our artillery is just going crazy here. Our artillery is already softening up these guys for us, which is perfect. Okay. Oh, we still have 2 units of cavalry here. Okay, so first things first, they're all going right into RS. Boom! Whoa, 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 what are you doing? Here we go. Have artillery landing on these guys. If this works, I swear to God. Come on. Over there. Ceasefire. Come on, guys. Withdraw. I'm gonna have to send infantry in to break these guys up here. They're gonna get obliterated. Come on. Come on. There we go. So here is the big push to Paris. Here we go. We'll throw in 1 unit of infantry in there. Partisan activity. Send some infantry with them. You know what? Let's do this the right way, shall we?
We took their capital.
Massive YOLO charge. I'm gonna go to very fast. Here we go.
We need reinforcements.
Ah, we're fine.
We need reinforcements.
And let's see how this goes.
We need reinforcements.
And
We took their capital.
I was going to agree to those 3 real quick. Ba, ba, ba. We've lost 63 divisions. But we've taken Paris. And set to fastest.
their capital.
Alright, but there you go. So, quick little rush there at the very end to take Paris. Ended up being very costly. We're probably going to get cut off momentarily. We got lots of insurgencies in behind us. But yeah, so that is the first live stream of the multiple live streams we're going to be doing over the next couple days. The Russians are starting to push back. In the next live stream, we are going to be actually doing the official campaign for the Germans in 1914. That'll be later on this afternoon. It is currently 2:30 p.m. EST. We'll be doing the next one at about 6 o'clock EST for about 3 hours as well. So, with that in mind, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you appreciated or hope you enjoyed the live stream. Hope you had fun, and we will see you guys again in about 3 to 4 hours or so. With that in mind, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys then. Gotta hit the right button because of things. There we go. Where am I doing here? And there we go. And with that in mind, thanks for watching. And I will see you guys when... Wow. Didn't realize how loud that was. I'll see you guys in about 3 hours when we go to do the full actual campaign, not the sandbox. Till then, see you guys then. Bye-bye.